It is a bizarre case. Documents missing from the UK for more than 30 years were found right here in Colorado. They belong to Alan Turing, known as the grandfather of artificial intelligence. As our Kennedy Cook reports, his belongings were with a woman who pretended to be his relative.
So this one man working with a great team of scientists, working on a project really hard, were able to do something that is really unheralded in human history and able to save and do so much for all of us.
Turing's accomplishments went down in history at Sherborne School, a prestigious all-boys boarding school in southwest England that he attended in the 1930s.
The OMB from the King's letter.
Some of those artifacts turned up missing and remained missing for over 30 years.
A local police department contacted us about some artifacts that a local school had recently seen that belonged to Alan Turing.
But they were found right here in Colorado.
We investigated that to see if there were actually stolen goods.
With a Colorado woman, Julia Schwinghammer. Though not related to him, Schwinghammer later changed her name to Turing.
All of the artifacts you just mentioned were stolen.
They were removed from the school. And the reason I kind of play with that is because there is some question.
According to the DHS, Julia says these belongings were given to her after her visit to Sherborne School in 1984. It's a claim the DHS says they aren't entirely sure about.
There are questions about how do things come in your possession? Are you an innocent owner or not? Were you given these pieces?
According to the DHS, in 2018, Julia visited the University of Colorado in Boulder to show off her beloved artifacts. The school denied accepting those artifacts and instead got law enforcement involved.
We worked together and we found that indeed these artifacts were no longer at the school. We did what we could and we brought them back just this year, in 2023.
A settlement was reached, avoiding charges when Julia agreed to return these artifacts.
We thought probably that was the last we were ever going to see of them. So it was a rather pleasant surprise when we got wind that the American authorities knew they were in America and they were doing their best to track them down and to get them back.